Perfect. A word that means without fault or mistake, thoroughly skilled or talented. A word that I try to be. The word space is a word I've tried to understand, that when I scroll through the pages of online dictionary, none of the descriptions seem to perfectly match the way I see the universe outside my small little planet. I sit inside the back of the science room, devoting only half my attention towards the front of the room. The other half flies out the window and into the noisy spring air like a lost page of a notebook. Into the stars, who don't judge you or look at you. I look at your age like a criminal locked up behind bars. They're all different sizes, those stars, but perfect in their own ways. Yet down here in the science class, people do judge you. People look not at me, but at the middle school where I should be, instead of here, devoting only half my attention to the front of the room. Maybe someday I'll get out of here and fly into those stars, away from the word in the dictionary that says without fault or mistake. But until then, I have at least one friend to get me through this whole mess. I hope you aren't one of those high schoolers sitting around me, looking at me like I'm a devil. I wish I could just erase the description in the dictionary that writes the rules of my life. I wish I could just fail. One quiz, one test, one exam. But I can't stand the image of my mom working her butt off at Space IO. And when she would ask about my grade, like she always does, what if my answer is less than amazing? Less than jaw dropping? What would she think of me then?
Wow, that was amazing. That was really, really great. I feel like there are so many great self descriptions in that passage. So what we have there in terms of a scene is a kind of monologue. The character doesn't speak to anyone. There are no real other characters involved in the scene. So she essentially kind of soliloquizes or performs a monologue, depending on how you think about it in terms of the prose. And then she describes herself, and it's really brilliant what you've done there. You describe your character initially according to words in the dictionary. At one point, the character comes back to the dictionary. So you begin with the word perfect, descriptions of the word perfect. I almost immediately understood those descriptions to be not only definitions of words, but also descriptions of the character herself. So there's a kind of indirect self-description where you're kind of filtering the description through the dictionary, and the character says later, even the dictionary describes me. Like I wish I could erase the descriptions of me in the dictionary or something like that. So that's really powerful, I think. Other moments that really reveal the character help me to see the character. She mentions that she's sitting in the back of the classroom. It's outstanding character description. It's also surprising because you don't think of a perfectionist as sitting in the back of the classroom. Usually the really good student, stereotypically speaking, sits in the front of the classroom, though I never did. So yeah, there's like a kind of contradiction. Immediately I understand that there is a conflict between how this character feels in the inside and how she's perceived from the outside. She's a perfect student, it seems, but sits in the back of the classroom. That's where she wants to be, in the back. She even says, "I wish I could fail," and that wish is manifested in the description of her sitting in the back of the classroom and watching her other half fly out of the window, fly up into the stars that don't judge you. So yeah, really great. It was really brilliant, really brilliant kind of yeah, I thought it was really great, and I thought you did a really great job of describing the character. See, I mean, I already feel like that's a character that I could say that I know or understand on some level, even though I don't have any idea what she looks like. And you see, it never really occurred to me even to wonder what she looks like. I see her in my mind sitting in the back. I see her, half of her flying out the window. So it's really great. Good stuff. Thanks for sharing that, Amelia. It's great as always.